Oh, the last few months for me, like in the beginning, was little difficult, because when I came here, my English was like zero, maybe, and it was hard for understand the coach. No, because the coach was Chisco, and when I didn't understand something, Chisco explained me like in Spanish. But after, in the pitch, you need to talk with your teammates. It's like, oh, Barry, or with Barry, with Will. It's like, oh, I don't understand you. But now I understand all. I'm trying to learn as fast as I can. I'm doing like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours a week. But I need time, and it's not the same English than English players.
Well, your English sounds very, very good. So, what is that like then when you're having to not just adapt to a new country and play in England, but also learn the language, like you say, 2 or 3 hours a week?
I know this because, for example, in my last teams in Spain, always I had like players outside of Spain, and I told them, you need to learn the language of the country, because I think if you want to adapt, it's the first thing you need to do, I think, because if not, after you can talk with your teammates, you can understand like the game inside the pitch, because in the pitch you need to talk with the team, like right, left, I don't know, like front, you need to talk, and if you don't know the language, it's more difficult for adapt to the country, I think.
You mentioned that you were talking to Barry Bannon and Will Volks. Have players like that helped you over the last few months and communicated with you to try and help you settle in?
In the first, when I come, really I was a little bit scared about this, because I think, I don't know how are the English players, because English and Spanish maybe we are a little bit different. But no, I was surprised, because all the teammates tried to help me, Juan, Davis, Bambo no, because Bambo knows the English. But all the players tried to help. Maybe the players helped me more, like Akin, Callum who wants to speak Spanish, and Josh Winders. These 3 players I want to talk in Spanish, sorry. And after maybe Barry, Will, but all the players try to help me with the English in the beginning of the season.
Did you say that Callum Patterson is trying to learn Spanish?
Yeah, always he's asking me words in Spanish. Oh, what is this in Spanish? And I know, like now Josh and Akin, they are with a Spanish teacher, and always he asks me like, what is this in Spanish? Oh, I ask them, what is this in English? In Spanish? Yeah, and it's funny.
What was the challenge like then of having a Spanish manager?
What sorry?
What was the challenge like of having Cisco, who was a Spanish manager then, and then him departing so soon? He was the manager who signed you as well, and then having to adjust to another new coach so soon in your time at Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, with Chisco was easy, because I know Chisco like in the past, because Chisco was like, when I was in the under of one team in Spain, Nasti de Tarragona, Chisco was playing the first team, and I know Chisco for this, and like I had a good relationship with Chisco. But after, when the club signed Danny, was new coach, but was easy because Danny is German, and the English of Danny is not like the English of Barry, for example. It's the same English I'm learning with the teacher, the same words, and was easy for understand Danny in the beginning.
How would you describe the style of English football?
Oh, it's very different than the Spanish style, and for me, I'm honest, in the beginning was a little bit difficult, and I was surprised, like, what is this? Like, here the game is more directly, and the players maybe are more physical than in Spain. Maybe in Spain you have more, the teams are more tactic, and you stop the game more than here. For example, I don't remember what game was. We were winning, and it's like, we started faster throw-ins. The coach like, what are we doing? Like for me in Spain, like if you are winning, maybe you take 1 minute for restart the throw-in. It's like, and here's like, what is this? And maybe this is the most different. Or for example, the counter attacking. In Spain, it's impossible. Like if you are winning the last minutes, counter attacking, and here's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like, oh, this for me is. I can't believe in the beginning. Like, oh, it's so different. This is all the things you say before, like for that in the country or in the league. You need the language and you need to understand the game. Maybe in the beginning for me was a little bit hard because like, oh, for me I'm not used to see these things, in the football, and now I'm used to.
How have the last few weeks been as well? Because in other countries there tends to be a winter break or a Christmas break, and in England you have about 100 games in 3 weeks. So how has it been playing so many games over Christmas?
Yeah, it was a little bit strange for me because in Spain you always you stop like 1 week and you have 6-7 days off for Christmas. And for me, Christmas is special because, for example, it's the birthday of my mom on 24. But I have like this Christmas because, well, I don't know if the people know this. My brother is a football player in Spain. He plays in Huesca, and he had like 6-7 days off, and they came here with my mom, and I can like celebrate the Christmas with my family. But for me, it's like the ambient in the stadiums in Christmas, like against Preston, was incredible for me.
What was it like having your family here then over Christmas, and then having an opportunity to see you and also to see you playing some games in English football while they were here?
Yeah, maybe the most important, for my mom is can see her kids, like my brother and me. But after, my mom and my brother were surprised about the ambient in the stadium. Like we lost in home, and my brother told me, the people are clapping you, and like this in Spain is not possible. If you lost like in the last minute, like you say no, yeah, bad things. But here is like, for me was this is very different than in Spain. If you lose, or if you are in our situation, in Spain it's like, oh, it's hard because the fans are a little bit different. Maybe here you have a lot of respect. The fans respect a lot the players, and the fans support more than in Spain, like with more respect.
I'm very sorry that your family didn't experience better weather as well, by the way, while they were here, because it's been pretty awful. But what is it like playing at Hillsborough? Now, we've seen a real turn with the way that the team is playing. The fans are responding. The scenes when you win games have been quite impressive. So how have you found playing in front of the Sheffield Wednesday fans?
Oh, for me it's like very, very incredible. Like I told you before, like doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter what happened in the game, always the fans are supporting the team. Maybe this is one of our secrets for change the situation, and we are here for the fans.
And do you believe, with the way that the team is playing, that you've got a good chance of avoiding relegation in the second half of the season?
I believe, and all the team believe in this, and we believed in the past. Like, we were in a bad situation, but all the days, I think this is the other secret of our team. Like every day in the changing room, every day in the trainings, the team believe in we can change the situation, and Danny believe this, and you can feel in Danny we can change. And maybe this is one of the most important things in football. You need to believe in you can change the things, and you can win every week. And maybe we are doing this, and we did this for this.
And how much are you looking forward to playing in the FA Cup this weekend?
It's like it's another important game. Doesn't matter if not league. We need to be focused in the league. But if you can have a good FA Cup, it's good for the fans, it's good for the club. I don't know here. I don't know if it's the same in Spain. If you win in the FA Cup and you go to the next round, maybe the team, like the club, take money of the FA Cup. I don't know. Maybe yes, and it's good for all, because the players maybe are not playing now, or they have less minutes than the others. They can play, and it's good for all.
And my final question: if a friend rang you up on the phone, Paul, and said, "What is the most interesting thing about living in Sheffield?" how would you answer that question?
The weather 100% no. I don't know. Maybe it was all my friends, when my friends came here, maybe it was the ambient in the stadium. Like, in the beginning, in the match, when the people sing the Sheffield Wednesday, for me, maybe it's the best thing.